Let me ask you something bold right from the start. Have you ever looked at your life and thought, why does it feel like the universe is running firmware updates on everyone except me? You watch people glide through opportunities while you seem stuck in the loading screen of life. And if you're really honest, there are days it feels like every door you knock on responds with that cold, robotic voice. Access denied. But here's the truth, those blocks you keep stumbling into aren't signs that you're doomed, cursed, or destined to struggle. They're signals. They're invitations. They're hints that something inside you wants to break free and hasn't yet been given the command to do so. There is a divine command, a simple, powerful shift that dissolves the invisible walls keeping you from the life that's been calling you for far too long. Now, I know you're tired. I know you're frustrated. You've tried affirmations, you've journaled until your pen cried for mercy, you've done everything short of negotiating with your ceiling at 2 a.m. You've hustled, prayed, fasted, researched, overthought, underthought, and probably thought your way into circles that look like spiritual gymnastics. Yet the block is still there, staring at you like a stubborn piece of furniture that refuses to move. But breathe for a moment, because you're not stuck due to lack of effort. You're stuck because you're applying force in the wrong direction. See, most people treat obstacles as enemies. They push, they wrestle, they stress, they panic. They diagnose themselves with every syndrome except, I just need a new approach. Obstacles don't disappear because you fight harder. They disappear when you align with something deeper than fear, frustration, or impatience. And this brings us to the real issue. You've been trying to remove the block with your hands when the key is actually in your mind. Every limitation in your life begins as a story, a belief, a command you've unknowingly repeated so many times that it became your operating system. And the command sounds something like, it's always hard for me, or things never work out, or nothing ever comes easy, or the classic masterpiece, if something good happens, something bad must follow. You've been affirming defeat subconsciously and wondering why victory feels allergic to you. I'm going to tell you something simple, but if you absorb it deeply, it will feel like your life just got rebooted. The only blocks in your life are the blocks you have instructed your mind to build. This might sting a little. It might sound like blame. It's not. It's liberation disguised as responsibility. If you built it, you can unbuild it. If the command came from you, a new command can come from you. You don't have to pray for a sledgehammer when you already own the switch in your thoughts that dissolves the entire system. Let's bring this down to something practical. Picture your mind as a garden. I know everyone uses the garden metaphor, but stay with me. If you want roses, you don't scold weeds. You plant roses. You water roses. You nurture roses until the weeds don't stand a chance. In the same way, if you want breakthroughs, you don't fight blocks. You plant new ideas, new expectations, new emotional habits that crowd out the limitations. Because here's the funny thing. Life follows your dominant feeling, not your desperate wish. And many people are wishing for freedom while emotionally rehearsing frustration. They say, I want abundance, but feel lack all day. They say, I want peace, but chew on worry like gum. They say, I want love, but replay rejection in high definition. And then, with all sincerity, they ask, why isn't my situation changing? It's not changing because your internal script is contradicting your external request. So let's shift the script. Let's turn on the divine command that dissolves blocks. And that command is this. Everything is already working for me. Not will work, not might work, already working. Because when you speak that, you align with the truth that life is not against you, it's responding to you. Say it again quietly within yourself as you listen. Everything is already working for me. Notice how the words feel. They don't come from desperation. They come from authority. They aren't a plea. They're a declaration. And declarations change environments faster than complaints ever will. You might be thinking, that sounds nice, but how do I know it's true? You don't start by knowing. You start by choosing. You choose to speak from the end result, not from the mess you're currently standing in. When you change the command, you change the outcome. Let's break this down scientifically for a moment. When your mind receives a belief, it looks for evidence to support it. This is called confirmation bias. If your belief is, "I'm blocked," your brain begins scanning your environment like a detective, searching for clues that confirm your stuckness. But if your belief is, "Everything is already working for me," your mind shifts into solution detecting mode. Opportunities become visible, ideas flow, energy rises. Your emotional state shifts from survival to creation. And that's when blocks begin to crack. Now let's get even more practical, because inspiration without instruction is just pretty noise. There are 3 simple steps to activate this divine command. 3 steps that remove obstacles not by force, but by alignment. And when you apply them consistently, life stops feeling like a maze and starts feeling like a guided path. Step 1. Change the command. Every morning before your mind has a chance to slip into habitual frustration, speak this. "Everything is already working for me." Speak it with intention. Not like a parrot repeating a phrase, speak it like someone who finally realized the universe is not random chaos, but ordered energy responding to your inner state. Step 2. Detach from the how. This is where most people sabotage themselves. The moment they declare something positive, fear immediately asks, "But how will it happen? When? Through whom? Explain yourself." Let me tell you something boldly. The how is none of your business. You aren't the manager of universal logistics. Your job is to command. Life's job is to respond. Every time you obsess over the details, you choke the miracle before it grows roots. Step 3. Move as if it's already unfolding. You don't wait for proof before you shift your behavior. You shift your behavior, and the proof catches up. If you believe everything is working for you, your actions stop coming from panic and start coming from confidence. You stop begging life to help you and begin partnering with it. Start responding to your day as though the breakthrough is inevitable. Not possible, inevitable. You don't rush. You don't force. You don't shrink. You just move with a quiet inner glow that says, "Of course this will work out." Let me give you a simple example. Imagine you're applying for something, a job, a loan, a position, an opportunity. Most people send the application while whispering, "Please pick me, please." That's not a command. That's an apology. You don't go into situations apologizing for wanting what already belongs to you. You go in with the inner certainty that whatever aligns with your highest good is already yours. And if one door closes, it's because a better one hasn't finished unlocking. You see how this shifts your energy? It dissolves fear. It dissolves desperation. It dissolves blocks, because blocks can't survive in an atmosphere of certainty. Another example. Let's say money has been tight. Bills piling up like they're auditioning for a mountain role. Instead of saying, "Why is this happening?" shift the command to, "The supply for every need comes before the need." And suddenly your mind stops spiraling and starts innovating. You see solutions you missed. Ideas show up. People show up. Breakthroughs appear in places you didn't even think to look. Life responds to a calm, confident spirit. Now, let's address the question lingering in your heart. What if I say these things and nothing changes? That's resistance talking. And resistance is just the final tantrum of old beliefs dying. When you plant new seeds, the soil doesn't turn into a garden overnight. But give it consistency, give it belief, give it energy, and it becomes impossible for your life not to shift. You're not fighting against blocks. You're giving instructions to your reality, and reality listens. Try this for the next 7 days. For just 1 week, speak the command, detach from the details, and move as though the answers have already been mailed to you. Watch how your energy changes. Watch how situations shift. Watch how clarity appears. You'll notice small doors opening. You'll notice opportunities aligning. You'll notice momentum returning to your life. Because that's how the divine command works. Not with thunder, not with drama, with alignment. Now, before I pause, I want you to do something small but powerful. Tell me in the comments what block in your life you're commanding to dissolve. Name it, declare it, release it. There is power in speaking your transformation before it arrives. Let's pick up right where your shift begins, because something powerful happens the moment you stop wrestling with life and start commanding it with quiet authority. You begin to notice that the obstacles you thought were massive were actually inflated by your own fear. And once fear loses its spotlight, it shrinks back into the corner like a character who realizes the script has changed. Now, let's talk about something most people don't admit out loud. Deep down, you might be afraid of actually moving forward. Yes, afraid of progress, afraid of success, afraid of receiving what you ask for, because the moment you have it, there's responsibility attached. And responsibility can feel heavier than the obstacle itself. So unconsciously, you cling to blocks because they're familiar. They validate your fears. They give you something to blame other than your own power. But hear this with compassion. You were not born to tiptoe through life, apologizing for your desires. You were created to rule your inner world so completely that your outer world has no choice but to reorganize in your favor. The divine command removes blocks not by rearranging the world, but by rearranging you. And when you shift, everything else must shift in response. Let's take a deeper look at the psychology behind this, because it's not just spiritual, it's scientific. Your brain has what's called a reticular activating system, the RAS. Think of it as a filter, a personal assistant that decides what information gets your attention. If your dominant belief is, "I'm blocked," your RAS highlights everything that proves it. The missed calls, the delays, the closed doors, the friend who forgot you, the opportunity that ghosted you like a bad date. Your mind says, "See, proof." But the moment you activate a new command, "Everything is working for me," your RAS goes hunting for new evidence. Suddenly you notice solutions, ideas, people, timing, chances, nudges. Things that were invisible become impossible to miss. This isn't magic. This is mental alignment. The miracle comes from rearranging your focus. But let's address something important. What do you do when emotions don't match the command? You're saying the right thing, but feeling the opposite. You declare, "Everything is working for me," but deep down you're whispering, "But what if it's not?" That's normal. That doesn't mean it's failing. It means you're rewriting an inner script that's been active for years. You don't overpower doubt, you outgrow it with repetition. And let's be blunt for a moment. Many people complicate their own progress. They say, "I'm waiting for a sign." My dear, the fact you're breathing is a sign. The fact you're discontent is a sign. The fact you're watching this is a sign. Signs don't come with trumpet sounds, they come as nudges, whispers, discomfort, inspiration. If you want confirmation, here it is. You're ready. Let's talk about something practical now, how to maintain this new command when your environment or circumstances try to drag you back into old patterns. Because life has a sense of humor. The moment you decide to elevate, something inconvenient usually happens. A bill arrives, someone annoys you, an unexpected delay pops up. Your phone battery dies at 2% just when you're reading something spiritual. It's almost comical. But here's where your power shines. When you can hold the command even when things look the opposite, that's when the block loses its last grip. Because the block was never external, it was emotional. It was the habit of reacting from fear instead of responding from faith. Let me give you a powerful strategy called Rescript the Moment. This is so simple you'll wonder why you didn't use it sooner. Whenever something goes wrong, your plan changes. Someone disappoints you. A delay hits pause and say, "This is working in my favor." Then ask, "If this were truly working for me, what could this mean?" Your mind will immediately shift into a higher state, finding possibilities, solutions, or protection you didn't see before. For example, if something gets delayed, instead of spiraling into stress, you rescript it. This delay is divine timing, rearranging things. You'd be amazed how often a delay protects you, redirects you, or aligns you. If someone walks away or lets you down, rescript it. This is making room for someone better aligned with my path. You stop feeling rejected and start feeling upgraded. If finances seem tight, instead of panicking, you say, "This is clearing out stale energy to make room for bigger supply." And suddenly, your stress loosens. your creativity wakes up, and solutions come. Life becomes smoother when you stop interpreting every inconvenience as an attack and start seeing it as guidance. Now let's go even deeper into the emotional patterns that keep blocks alive. It's not your circumstances, it's your emotional habits. You have emotional loops: worry, fear, doubt, impatience. They repeat themselves like a playlist, stuck on shuffle. But emotional habits can be broken the same way they were created, through repetition. There are 3 emotional habits you must replace if you want obstacles to vanish. First, replace worry with expectation. Worry is just negative prayer. It's rehearsing what you don't want. Expectation is rehearsing what you do want. When you expect good, you invite good. Not because of superstition, but because your actions, words, and decisions start aligning with the outcome you anticipate. Second, replace fear with curiosity. Fear freezes. Curiosity opens. Instead of thinking, what if this fails? Shift to, what if this works even better than I think? Curiosity softens the emotional charge and creates space for miracles. Third, replace impatience with calm confidence. Impatience says, it must happen now. Confidence says, it is already on the way. Confidence carries magnetic energy. Impatience carries repellent energy. One draws things toward you, the other pushes things away. This is why the divine command works so beautifully. It rewires your emotional baseline. You don't have to fake positivity. You simply assume that life is conspiring for your good, and that assumption begins rewriting your emotions automatically. Now let's talk about action, because speaking alone won't shift your entire reality if your behavior keeps contradicting your belief. But don't worry, I'm not about to tell you to run 10 kilometers, start journaling 10 pages a day, meditate on a mountaintop, or drink herbal tea that tastes like punishment. You just need one small action. Move in the direction of what you want without hesitation. One small step. Not a leap, not a jump, a step. Why? Because motion dissolves stagnation. When you take a step, even if it's tiny, you signal to your mind, we are moving forward now. The universe responds to motion. Motion breaks the spell of procrastination. Motion tells the block it no longer has authority. Start the application. Make the call. Research the idea. Write the first line. Open the gym app. Clean the space. Send the email. Take the walk. Do something, anything that reflects the you who already knows everything is working for them. That one shift sends ripples through your entire life. Now let's talk about something people rarely understand. The divine command doesn't eliminate challenges. It eliminates the feeling of being defeated by them. Big difference. Challenges will still appear because they shape you. They strengthen you. They expand your capacity. But when you're aligned, challenges become stepping stones, not stumbling blocks. They move you forward instead of knocking you down. You begin to handle life differently. You stop reacting from panic and start responding from clarity. You stop feeling small and start seeing yourself as someone who is carried, supported, guided, supplied. You walk differently. You talk differently. You move through the world like someone who knows they are backed by something bigger than circumstance. And when you live like that, obstacles simply don't stand a chance. Before we close, I want to give you one more powerful practice. It's called the closing command. Every night before you sleep, whisper this: everything that concerns me is unfolding perfectly. Say it calmly. Say it with trust. Say it like you're giving your subconscious instructions for the night shift. Because that's exactly what you're doing. During sleep, your subconscious reorganizes your beliefs, emotions, memories, and thoughts. Ending the day with a divine command is like programming your mind for miracles while you rest. Try it for 7 nights and watch how your mornings begin to feel lighter. Watch how your days start to align. Watch how blocks dissolve before they even have the chance to grow. Now, as we wrap up this message, I want you to do something bold. Not tomorrow, not later, right now. Think of one block in your life that you've been struggling with. Just one. And declare with authority, this is already working for me. Not weakly, not timidly, Say it like someone who finally remembered their power. And when you're ready, take one small action toward the life that's calling you. Comment your declaration. Speak it. Claim it. Release it. This is your moment. If this message awakened something in you, even a spark, hit the like button. Subscribe for more teachings like this, and share your experience in the comments. Your breakthrough isn't waiting, it's unfolding. You just activated it.